This is going to be a TVP brought to you by me and my friend Trigonal. But spawning in the bottom left corner of Overgrowth is going to be the yellow Protoss player representing 440. It is going to be
440 Gaming, ColdFlame.
And his opponent in this match is going to be the red turn, spawning up in the top right-hand corner. And his name is
Risk Gaming, Alceister.
So, yeah, it looks like some pretty normal openings for TVP so far. Alceister just going for the Reap first. Actually going eBay block, though.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I saw that SCV moving up pretty early.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if he was trying to like proxy something, but looks like he wants to deny that expansion from ColdFlame.
Yeah. ColdFlame, of course, has been producing a Zealot. And I imagine he would have, if there hadn't been the eBay there, he probably would have cancelled it and just plunked the eBay down. But as it is, the Zealot comes out, so Zealots have much higher DPS than probes. So it should be able to work away on the eBay quite well. But this leaves it completely not defending the main. And the Reaper does get surrounded a little bit, manages to slip away. No probes killed yet, though.
Yeah, but the mining time, right?
Yeah, definitely.
ColdFlame might have overreacted a little bit, but he got a stalker out. He'll be able to get rid of this engineering bay, but I feel like the damage has already been done. Just getting the engineering bay done. Wow. But look at, Trigonal. We got a factory getting proxied outside of the natural.
Yeah, this is some cool stuff.
And he has no idea. ColdFlame has no idea.
Nope. No idea at all. And unless he builds a pylon, sort of guarding that top bit of his base, which many players do for this exact reason, he won't have any idea until the Widow Mine basically saunters into his mineral line.
Yeah.
And that'll happen pretty soon. But right now, I think Alceister has to be a little more worried about defending at home. He's got Zealot and Stalker headed his way. He's got 4 Marines, though, and there'll be another 2 at least when they get there. So I reckon he'll be okay.
Yeah, they should be able to like contest it, but I feel I'm a little bit worried about ColdFlame. He's gonna make a Stargate, which is gonna get him the Oracle most likely to be able to get the detection. But if he makes it across the map and he doesn't know about the Widow Mine dropping, that could be a big problem for sure.
Yeah, it could. The Zealot Stalker can move up and just poke a Marine, but they can't really break 6 Marines behind the wall, so they do have to back off. The Widow Mine has started being produced. Factory is literally in ColdFlame's main base, and
not even literally. It's right there.
It is. And ColdFlame, I don't think he's going to see it. The Oracle is not rallied to like in a direction it would see it. If ColdFlame was sending the Oracle, oh, here comes the Widow Mine. Luckily for ColdFlame, the Widow Mine's going to come out before the Oracle is out, but it's going to go off on this. Oh, that's a big hit.
7 worker kills.
7 kills? One of 6 probe kills on the Zealot. That was especially bad as well because the Zealot actually dragged the Widow Mine into the middle of the mineral line rather than like normally if it was just targeting on probes, it would have gone to sort of the edge and got 4 or 5 maybe. But 6 and the Zealot is painful. Alceister, another one comes out. But it's going to get a Zealot. No, it's not. It's not going to get anything. But I don't know. The damage has already been done, I think.
Exactly. Alceister, he's going to be able to get his expansion up as well. So at least he has that expansion going on.
Yeah.
It's not like he was going like a 1 base build to try to make this work. And hopefully, I got this sick probe kill.
Yeah.
But no follow-up. He definitely has
Speaking of work kills, that Oracle is making its way into the main base. Not too many kills. I think just 2 kills so far. So, yeah, but the Oracle gets out, full health. It can come back and be annoying and kill SVs, which are building buildings. But we actually see Phoenixes coming out ColdFlame now.
But he made a robotics facility like almost immediately as well.
Yeah.
So, do you think every time that I talk to you, every time that I talk to Left, he's like, Phoenix Colossus is my favorite build ever.
Phoenix Colossus is pretty cool. I do like a bit of Phoenix Colossus.
But it's only 3,
oh my
I guess.
god. The second Robo, I think it has to be. No, really? I don't know. Second Robo though.
But no,
robotics facility or bay. Yeah. I don't know. It's something odd. whatever it is.
But there goes the 4th gas going down, and I think that's what we're gonna see.
It could
Maybe
be.
off of 2 bases. I'm trying to think too, because I mean the factory has already been floated back, but it's actually floating back towards his opponent, ColdFlame.
Yeah, just getting the scouting down, and now the robotics bay is coming down for ColdFlame, and if it is Phoenix Colossus, Alceister's kind of going to need that factory because he'll probably want to throw down a second starport.
Starport, exactly.
But there's actually a drop coming in from main at the same time as this little marine pressure pushes in the natural, and it looks like ColdFlame's going to deal with stuff in the natural pretty well, but back in the main, a lot of the probes are going down. Alceister's doing really well trying to focus those probes down rather than the mothership core, or Nexus cannon, and yeah, quite a few probes.
Well, the medevac goes down, but I think the biggest thing about this is that he knows that there's double robo.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely.
He can definitely prepare for that. Maybe not necessarily go. Well, I mean, what do you do as a Terran player when you see double robo?
I don't know. I don't play.
You delay your Ghost Academy almost.
But
yeah,
I mean, Ghosts are really good because the Phoenixes clump up massively. Vikings kind of. I feel like they seem like the answer, but they're not like, oh, I have Vikings. That means I'm okay against Phoenix Colossus sort of thing. Especially when it's not Phoenix Colossus and it's actually like Void Ray Immortal. But I don't know. We've got the Armory coming down. Thor's could be pretty good, but I don't know. Then you just build a bunch of Immortals and Immortals.
Well, apparently Void Ray is the answer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we got a Void Ray coming out here from ColdFlame.
Yeah.
And he's going to add a few more gateways just to get that production going on really nicely. But he's moving out onto the map with the Mortals and Void Rays. And maybe he doesn't want to go to the late game. He might just want to go ahead and try to get some good damage done.
Maybe. It looks like the Void Ray's going to get itself a medevac and quite a bit of bio. But he can't really chase down Stim bio. So
yeah,
has to sit back a bit. And yeah, this is like a Void Ray Immortal sort of comp is what I'd expect if I was seeing a Bunker Boss about like 7 or 8 minutes maybe. But this far into the game, for him to transition into it after doing a little bit of harass, I feel like we're looking at compositions. This is a little bit late to be doing a 2-base all-in, but there's still no sign of a third from ColdFlame. So,
well, no sign of a third from either player at all.
No, that's true.
No? So. But Void Rays are gonna be continue to be added to the composition. I believe the upgrades are pretty good here for our Terran player.
Yeah, well, we've got an enemy engagement coming down, and there's barely anything to actually tank all these Void Rays and Immortals, and yeah, they just go down immediately. That was really one-sided. Alceister. To Cloud Kingdom, and this is a map I haven't seen for a while, but it was in the Dream Pool, so we're a little bit more familiar with it than we were, and hopefully very familiar with it. The 2 players playing on it, first of which is the yellow Protoss up in the top right-hand corner. Can he even up the score? It is
440 Gaming, ColdFlame.
And his opponent spawning in the bottom left corner, representing XCFX. Not sure exactly what it stands for, but he is the Red Terran.
Risk Gaming, Alceister.
Ooh, we've got some more shenanigans coming out of Alceister.
Yep.
This time in the form of hidden barracks. Not a huge, not like a big commitment to proxying here.
Yeah,
it's gonna turn up about the same time as it would if it was just in his base, but it's mainly just because it's hidden. ColdFlame there shouldn't be any way he's gonna scout this. Of course, he's not actually scouting anyway, so he's gonna be scouting. Oh my god, he's gonna be scouting with his mothership core. I don't think that's gonna spot it anyway, though. His mothership core rallied to Alceister's base, but not.
It reminds me of like the Macarax, right? Like you put it outside of your natural, but this one here is more so about just being very aggressive because he's adding an add-on to the actual building itself. So there's a tech lab going That is weird. I haven't seen that in a long time, and I want to know what he's actually going to do here.
Marauders coming out. We've got a factory on the way as well, so concussive shell. That does make a lot of sense. If you're going for early Marauders, concussive shell's so strong when you can just chase down the 1 or 2 extra units that it gives you, and when those 1 or 2 units are half of your opponent's army, it makes a big difference. But right now, Alceister's going to have to back off.
No, this is actually really smart though, because look, ColdFlame feels like really confident, so he's going to probably push with the Mothership Core. And then when those Marauders come out, oh boy.
Yeah,
he's going to be for a bit of a surprise, for sure.
Especially when Concussive Shell comes in.
Exactly,
because Zealots are going to be next to useless when that's finished. And it isn't like 5 seconds. Oh, ColdFlame's going to scout it.
Oh. Now he's
really lucky scout there. And Alceister has to move over to defend his barracks. It's in a little bit of a vulnerable location.
He might get the tech lab. Nope, he's going to go for it. So. Concussive Cells has already finished here. The Stalkers are not going to be able to get away, but the Time Warp, a little bit better than Concussive Cells.
Yeah, just a little better than Concussive Shell, but I actually was playing around with Unit Test Map once and decided to see what a Queen off creep with Concussive Shell walking through a Time Warp looked like. And
oh, no, actually,
yeah, I put the Time Warp down on it, ordered the Queen to move to the left, and it just started going to the right because it's so slow it's going backwards.
I thought you were going to say that. Like, you were still in the replay because it was so slow.
Yeah. Something like that. It was very slow. Almost as slow as an Overlord.
Yeah.
But,
but, like, I mean, I feel like Alceister is going to go ahead here.
Ooh,
I feel like we're butchering his name. Oh, my God.
Yeah, missing the force field there. It's going to cost him an extra force field and another Stalker. So that's not great. But on the other hand, did pick off a few more Marines with it. There's a Oracle on the way as well for ColdFlame.
Yep.
So if he can actually get that around and back to Alceister's mineral line, that'll do a lot of damage because there's nothing back home for Alceister to defend that right now. But in a minute, Alceister's going to be moving in.
A lot of those bio forces are trying to get what they can get done. I'm a little bit nervous though, because if this force doesn't do anything, this Oracle that might kill a lot of SCVs is going to pretty much win the game for ColdFlame, because remember, our Terran player does not have any follow-up for this. No economy. He's only on 1 base. He's going up into another barracks. And he's really invested in this 1 base play.
Alceister has 4 Marines out right now. He might be able to get 6, like, as the Oracle hits. But still, they're going to have to... Yeah, he does. But they're still going to have to chase the Oracle around, which isn't really what they want to do. And the Oracle comes in, is going to focus down a few workers and gets a couple more. And just as many as they can on the way out, which is really nice. But, yeah, Alceister, just in the nick of time getting those extra Marines out. Still, 5 kills on Oracle, I feel is okay.
The scout is the most important part here, because I feel like ColdFlame is feeling pretty good. Because he has 2 bases. He's getting up his Robotech. And he knows that his Terran opponent Alceister is not on another base. Unless it's like hidden, but...
He actually scouts for that with the Oracle. Did you see? Went up the top left.
Yep.
Yeah. So, really smart. He's scouting every base on the map. Really, really smart. I hadn't even thought of that, but... That's why he loses proxy base all the time. So, yeah, the Oracle gets, like, I'd say 5 kills is about where it breaks even. But now he knows that he has to prepare for follow-up aggression, because Alceister's not actually moving out. There's extra tech coming on and extra upgrades. And so if he can just, like, build sentries, keep his econ going up, then he'll be fine.
Yeah, he doesn't have to press out. He doesn't have to do anything. Like, all he has to do is hang out and chill. And wait for whatever Alceister is going to do, because he doesn't really have anything going for him. You know, he has this tech up, but he doesn't have the economy really to follow it up. He has a good amount of bio up, but I mean, look at the army supply here, Trigonal. Like, it's 44 to 38 in the Protoss's favor. So
yeah, is that's going to burn down? There's no way he can get an SCV round to save it. Awesome.
Oh no, nope. And that's a cheeky Oracle move here. Getting a few more kills. Oh, gonna lose it.
That was not the right direction to go, but...
No. If I was an Oracle, I'd be like, that is... If I had a GPS as an Oracle, I'd I'll be like, I'm gonna sue the company that installed that into my system.
You have reached your destination.
Right.
But yeah, just a couple more kills to push the Oracle value over the edge. As well, that tech lab is really nice. Extra bit of gas, extra bit of like the production gets shut down while he's rebuilding his tech lab as well. Yep. And now Alceister's moving up. He's going to go for a Doom Drop. Just a couple mines into the main. Try and disrupt the reinforcements, disrupt ColdFlame a little bit. Oh, it's a Marine Marauder. Interesting.
And ColdFlame moving away his probes and not going to let game 1 come into play at all. That Marauder comes back and says, I don't even know who the was. I don't know who that was. I don't know like that. But look at the army of ColdFlame. It is pretty fearsome. As look at, oh my god, yeah, Alceister is trying to move in and stim, but I mean, I feel like the firepower of our Protoss player could be enough, but I mean, that's a lot of bio.
A lot of bio. The SCVs did their tanking as well, letting the bio get a lot of free damage. And Void Rays are not going to be too effective against the Marines, but I don't know, there's not a lot of Marines left. 8 left.
Nope. Remember, there's no follow-up for this. There's no command center behind it. If he fails here, this is it.
9 SCVs left.
Yeah, this is...
entire map.
He has to win the game with this push here, and if he doesn't do it,
100%.
It's not going to be pretty for Alceister here.
Probe just working where a Widowmine, but yeah, the drop comes in. It's going to get focused down by the Medevac gets focused down by the Void Ray, and then the Zealots can just chase it around. And while this is going on, Alceister is not moving into the natural. He's not taking advantage of the fact that ColdFlame has some forces up in the main, because ColdFlame still has enough to hold Alceister at his natural. And
doubling the supply, 50 probes to 9. I don't know, man. I do know actually, because this is it's a nice force, but there's nothing behind it at all. So I feel like if he retreats, it's the end. You can't retreat at this moment here. You have to do game-ending damage, and I don't think he's gonna be able to do it at all.
I mean, I completely agree. There's like 5 warp gates.
Yep.
ColdFlame can practically lose his entire army for nothing, and then just hold with reinforcements from his warp gates.
Exactly.
And he doesn't have to do that by any means. All the Marines are dead, and Alceister
GG
taps out. GG. ColdFlame just managed to even the score 1-1.
Terran player spawning in the top left corner. He is red. He is mad, but he is also tied with his opponent. It is going to be Alceister.
Risk Gaming, Alceister.
Whatever.
And his opponent, winning the last game to tie his series up. Can he eke out a lead in this one? It's a yellow Protoss. It is
440 Gaming, ColdFlame.
Yeah, I'm not used to the whole GSL name thing.
It takes some getting used to, especially if you do like a load of casting and you're used to like.
We do quite a bit.
I've got to cover loads of those data. When you were loading into the games as well, it took me ages to remember that I wasn't just supposed to talk over the loading screen, and then I could talk about the game. And it's cool. It's cool. But pretty normal openness again coming out. Harking back to game 1 a little more.
The most important part is that this Reaper hasn't gotten to the main, exactly, yeah.
I think
he has no idea. Wait a minute,
Alceister has seen the main.
Yep.
So I guess the SCV scout got it.
So there you have it, folks. Make SCVs instead of Reapers to scout, and you will get all the info you need.
And just as many probe kills most of the time.
Yep.
Oh.
Well, you know, no, I agreed, but I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. No, I was just laughing because I wondered why we were zooming in on a patch of ground, but it's because I can't see all the pretty logos.
Well, if you look at ColdFlame, he was chrono boosting out his cybernetics score, so he wanted to get out that warp gate. I don't know if he's gonna do a second chrono boost out, but
he's getting a couple extra gateways as well. 2 more gateways. This feels to me a little bit earlier than most players add on extra gateways. I feel like in most PBTs we'll see like the Stargate before extra gateways, or the oh my god, is that,
you want to get your tech out, right?
Oh,
a lot faster.
Oh no, he's breaking down a gateway.
This is gonna be
break
an
down a pylon.
play.
Break down a pylon. Build another pylon. Come on. Come on, man.
No,
Think about
this
it.
is an aggressive play out of ColdFlame, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
He has his 3 gateways already out. Oh, that poor sentry.
Yeah.
It's gonna unpower all of those gateways, but luckily for him, his warp gate is not completed just yet. So by the time the pylon's finished, he should be able to get that warp gate not to turn into those.
Yeah. It's annoying though.
Yeah, for sure. That's not like in the plan. Like, guys, if you guys are trying to like study builds, that is not what you wanted to do.
16 pylon, 17 kill the pylon, 18 double pylon.
Yeah.
But yeah, SimCity is important. It looks like the Reaper's got in. It's actually going to see all of the gateways. It does get taken out there, but not before it scouts. Did it see this? I think it saw the Stargate as well. It hasn't actually seen the Stargate.
No, he didn't see it. Yeah.
So that's important.
So he's gonna like prepare for a 3 gate, but he doesn't know that an Oracle is gonna be on the way as well. So he might like get all of his forces at the natural to defend against the big push, but his main is gonna be naked, and there's no turret going up either. So I'm a little bit nervous here for Alceister because he must be expecting like a big push, but he's gonna get an Oracle instead. Yep.
I mean, he's not building any extra bunkers though, so I don't know what we'll see. There's also no proxy pylon out on the map for ColdFlame, so
the factory though, the factory.
Yeah, the factory could have seen the Oracle. I don't know whether. Oh yeah, Alceister's reacting, so the factory definitely saw the Oracle. He's splitting up his units between the mineral lines, and 2 Oracles I think are going to come as a bit of a surprise to Alceister. And ColdFlame is now moving out. There's still no extra bunkers, and the 2 Oracles are actually going to pump out a ton of damage on the bunkers. And if SCVs come to repair, they'll pump out a ton of damage on those as well.
Trigon, I see this a lot against like PVZ, where you pretend to do a lot of damage with the Oracle to get the mineral line, but then you do a big push with gateways. Yeah. And then you use your Oracles in order to kill the Marines with your Zealots and the Stalkers. I think that he's trying to force a big reaction out of his Alceister.
3rd Oracle.
And then just go and do a big push at the natural. And you said it too. There's no bunkers going up at the natural. I think Alceister's in a bit of trouble if he doesn't react to this accordingly.
Yeah, I think you're right. Doesn't really want to lose that Oracle though, but he's going to keep it safe.
No, looking at the energy. The energy, he's not using it at all. It's like when you see the Phoenix Gateway push, but they don't use their energy to pick up. Yeah, here he goes.
Moves in. 3 Oracles going to put out so much DPS. They're killing a load of these Marines and just focusing down the bunker as well. That goes down immediately. Force field on all the units in the main. They do get picked up by a medevac, but I mean, there's practically nothing that shoots up left anymore. A few more Marines are going to take out some of the Oracles. So that is a big win for Alceister, definitely. And it looks like he is going to hold here.
He will hold the turret paying dividends. It took out a lot of HP on those Oracles. Uh-oh. The mothership core is like coming back like, yo, where my babies at? But there's nothing to really watch over anymore. And I think ColdFlame wanted to win the game there, but he didn't do it. And if you look at the 3rd of ColdFlame, he has a factory and a Widowmine there, so he's not going to be taking a 3rd anytime soon.
No, definitely not. It's kind of interesting as well. There's a lot of Oracles coming out of ColdFlame. There's already held. Oh, he was building one, but he cancelled it. I saw a 5th Oracle on the way and thought that was a bit odd, but it looks like he's just going up to 4, which is still a pretty heavy commitment to Oracles, especially given that they didn't actually get that much economic damage done. They killed quite a bit of army in conjunction with the rest of the push, but they didn't really actually slow Alceister down that much. He held it without the bunkers.
Yeah, he didn't do anything like crazy to hold it. He didn't really sacrifice anything. But we see Phoenix is coming out of ColdFlame, so maybe he will go into that Phoenix Colossus because he already has the Robo, but he hasn't put down a Bay yet. So I'm wondering what his plan is, his follow-up. He might have thought that he wanted to win the game there, you know? So he's like, oh, crap. I better just kind of improvise. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's possible. And we see a similar sort of build to what he went for in game 1. Oh, actually, Alceister is going to load up and try and go for a big Doom Drop. But there's a lot of Phoenixes hit. The patrol just misses it, though.
Oh, that's... Oh, well.
And they all come back, but a little too late. The Oracles and Phoenix is going to do the best they're working. It looks like actually ColdFlame isn't going to have too much trouble clearing this up. And there's actually no way Alceister can retreat out of this. He's going to start focusing on the expensive units like the Oracles went down first, and now the Phoenixes. and the sentries.
I don't know, Trigger.
Actually,
there's a lot of bio, yeah. I thought it was a lot less as well, but it looks like he's like, oh my god, GG would be called.
Daybreak, and it's another Dreampool map, and it is 4th game. First player once again down by just 1 game. It is the yellow Protoss player.
440 Gaming, ColdFlame.
And his opponent only up 1 game as well. The red Terran player. It is going to be
Risk Gaming, Alceister.
I didn't mess it up that time, Trick. Are you proud of me?
Yeah, you got it right. I'm proud. You're a real boy now.
I know. My wooden nose literally like retracted after I said that.
Yeah.
And a little bit of some early game shenanigans going down here as we do see the engineering bay block.
What?
Oh my god, the probe! Oh.
Probe goes down.
Yep.
Nice micro on that Reaper, just completely dancing around the Zealot. And yeah, he manages to get that. Also, ColdFlame's not working on the eBay. He's just now been sent his Zealot and Merciful over to start on it. But the whole time they were chasing around that Reaper, there's damage they weren't doing to the eBay. So that delayed ColdFlame's expansion by even more.
Exactly.
Which is,
the fact that he got a probe out of it too, got a full scout on the main of his opponent. He knows that there's not going to be any kind of proxy. Well, he doesn't know because he didn't see the second pylon, but never mind. I retract my statement.
Yeah, I guess so.
Now it goes down. And if Nexus wants to go down, there it will go.
There we are. So, yeah, nothing too rushy from either of our players. Alceister playing it. I mean, he's got the extra 2 barracks before any other tech, so going up to 3 racks is going to give him quite a lot more bio, obviously, than if he had just gone for a factory or into a starport or anything.
Exactly, yeah. So what are your thoughts about, like, usually you'll see the 3 barracks follow up after like a CC first, but he went for the Reaper first, and then he went for the 3 barracks, so his tech is really delayed, and he's still on 1 gas, you know? So, like, do you have any certain thoughts about that in TVP as far as getting the units out off of a less than economical opener than like CC first or something? Or?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think obviously you get the units out really, really quickly just because you want the defense after your big CC first opening. But I feel like if you're doing it when you haven't been that economical, it's either just to be ultra safe. Or you can pump out a load of units yourself and actually just go for a bit of aggression. Actually,
a big push, yeah.
And yeah, with the fast stim, that actually allows him to do it as well. Because if he normally you get a 10-minute stim timing for Terran as the standard sort of thing, but his stim's actually going to be finished at like 8 minutes.
Yeah, I would love to see a big push to force that. Photon oversize at least.
Cool. Might be able to manage a couple of medevacs. I'm not sure. No, I don't think so.
Well, I mean, his medevacs is so late, right? Because of that. So
yeah.
I think he could do it, but we'll see exactly what he decides to do. In the world of ColdFlame, though, we see that the Stargate opener was his choice. Oracle's going to go into the main, but there are already Marines there, so he should be very prepared for this.
Yeah, Marines and Turner. Just still managed to get 2 SCVs because it is so difficult to deny any damage from that Oracle because your SCVs are outside of the turret range buildings. So much of the time, but gets driven away. One of the other interesting hallmarks of the slightly older maps is airspace.
Yes.
Daybreak has a ton of airspace behind the main and the natural that you can stick drops in, Muclisks, oracles and stuff like that, and there's just bits of airspace around the main and natural anyway, the other side of it. So yeah, actually Alceister is scouting that airspace with his factory. Just wants to make sure the Oracle's gone.
I think the only map that really contested is like Catalina. The only map I feel that has a lot of airspace depending on where you spawn.
in modern times. Catalan has tons of airspace.
I
Merry-go-round
feel like Alceister is playing
as well, but has that wall.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like Alceister is playing like, super safe right now. I don't know if he's nervous or not because he opened up, you know, in a very standard way, but he took the safety precautions of like a CC first because he was afraid of the Oracle, and he damn well dealt with it. So you know, but the Oracle still got quite a bit of kills, 5 kills, not pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty decent, and it stays alive. It sees this little move out from Alceister. Doesn't actually see this all loaded up. If it had enough energy for a revelation, that could have been big. But
exactly. Yeah.
As it is, the medevacs are going to load up. They're going to get to this main base pretty quickly. But I think that just shortly after they actually get there, ColdFlame will have the 2 Colossi out, and he should be able to hold with them.
Yeah, it's going to pop up right at the time.
Yeah, there we go.
So here comes the drop inside of the main. A lot of damage could be potentially done here. But he's not dropping his units. Oh, the one Phoenix maybe forcing him to go back.
Maybe. It seemed it seemed a little bit indecisive there from Alceister. As you said, he left a lot of his units just stayed loaded up in the medevacs, and ColdFlame held that without really too much effort. 2 Colossi out now and with double robo production.
So he really likes this double robo, doesn't he? Because we saw this in the first game.
Yeah, it's interesting. He's
I
actually
thought
got
it was
one
a reaction before, yeah. Oops, sorry. I thought it was a reaction in the first game, but like I feel like maybe he just likes to do this, and then continue to make the Phoenixes in order to deal with the medevacs and whatnot.
I guess so. It's pretty cool anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is this his 3rd base? Oh my god, it's ColdFlame's going for a 3rd base, I think.
I think he is, yeah.
Or maybe he's just long distance mining.
Well, we have 48 probes. I think he's gonna go for it, man. At least in the near future. We haven't really seen any Templar come out of our ColdFlame at all. He really likes the Colossus a lot.
Yeah, so. Definitely. And I think there's quite a few reasons to. We haven't seen any Vikings out of Alceister this series yet, though there are 2 in production right now.
Yeah.
And 1 on the field. But yeah, ColdFlame looks like he's going to be queuing up that Nexus pretty shortly, and I think it'll be a really big boost for him when he does. The extra gas income, I mean, if he just takes that, he'll have 50% extra gas income, and we'll be able to produce the Colossi and Phoenixes so much more consistently across all of the production. Or indeed,
I'm going to eat my words here, Trigonal, yeah. He drops down the Templar archive, so it looks like we are going to see some high Templar coming into the mix as well. But Alceister is going to be out for blood. He's going to take down those rocks in the middle of the map. Not looking to take a 3rd of his own. I think we're going to see a really big, strong 2-base push here. But how many Vikings does he even have? He has 6 here. And there are 3 Colossi on the map as well. So
if he has on 1 more Viking, he can 2-shot the Colossi. If he doesn't, he's still going to kill them in 3 shots. So, I don't know. He's actually producing Vikings 4 at a time.
Yeah. And he's not pulling the boys or anything like that either. So,
no.
Do you think he's going to go into another base? Or
he
just wants to try to... Oh.
Loading up again.
Yep.
And
attention, right? He's trying. Yeah, he's just trying to get the attention of ColdFlame here. Hopefully, he'll just 1A move his units into his main, and then be able to take out the natural. But the Phoenixes are already there. What a great composition. Phoenix, I swear, me, you, and Left love Phoenix Colossus because of this right here that we're seeing.
Yeah, drop defense is just so easy.
Yep.
Once you get a huge cloud of Phoenixes as well, I don't think we're seeing ColdFlame going for this. He's got much less, but actually they're going to lose to that number of Vikings.
Yep, but he knows the Viking count now, so you got to be careful.
And the Vikings are all focusing on the Phoenixes rather than the Colossi, so the Colossi can actually start going to work in the fire, but they get there a little bit late, and I don't know, they're going to lose pretty quickly to the Vikings, but the Vikings
got a lot of stalkers here.
Plummeted.
Yeah, the anti-air is not really that good here, but he will be able to deal with it, forcing back Alceister. And he does see that the 3rd Nexus did go down.
Yeah.
We don't even see a 3rd command center at all. Double, I thought it was going to be an SCV pull because I saw double starport. You know? So, no, he's just going to try to win. I don't know. This is a little bit tricky for me as a Terran player when you think about it. What are you going to do if you don't actually kill your opponent here?
Yeah, the Mothership Core is so out of position. That goes down immediately. Yeah, it's tough. I think it's pretty tough for ColdFlame as well. He's got one... oh, actually, yeah, he's completed his switch into Templar. How many Templar are there out on the map right now? 4 Templar. They look like they've all got Storms.
You got Storms already, yep.
Yeah, Alceister's committed pretty heavily to these Vikings.
But he's going to lose them again.
He's going to get the last Colossus at the cost of all his Vikings. And, these medevacs get feedbacked. Alceister's just going to run away. Doesn't really want to.
Relatively even supply, but it looks like ColdFlame wants to be on the aggressive side. This medevac is in the wrong spot right now. You're in the wrong donger hood, bro. But these stalkers don't have blink, I don't believe.
No.
So a very interesting style. Usually you will see a Protoss player get blink or charge at least, depending on what kind of composition they want to go for. But we haven't seen either of them, and I don't even know if there's a Twilight on the map yet. A big drop in the main here.
Twilight, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cleaning up a lot of the reinforcements for ColdFlame, and ColdFlame's having quite a bit of difficulty dealing with this. He's already tried to do a warp in to push it back, but Alceister just had no problem killing all the zealots. Right now, ColdFlame is actually... Oh, beautiful storms.
The storms!
Alceister takes a little too long to split out of those, but got a pretty nice concave now. There's still some more storms there. But that drop has killed the Nexus in the main.
Yeah, the Nexus is going to go down in the main, and that's where all of his tech is as well. Uh-oh, the SCVs are going to retreat into the natural. They're going to retreat from the natural into the main. Oh god, I don't even know who has the better end of this, but I feel like ColdFlame is in a pretty decent position if he's able to continue this push. But geez Louise, Alceister's going ham instead of the main of ColdFlame.
Yeah, there's so few units still for Alceister in the main. But it looks like Alceister is gonna clean up. Both players actually gonna clean up all the forces.
Look at this supply trigger. 83 to 83. Unbelievable.
So, yeah, so as the dust settles, it's still, yeah, it's so even. 84 to 84. Wow. Worker counts still pretty even.
Yep.
Wow, yeah, that's pretty incredible.
That was like a really even trade, despite the fact that it looked like it was going to be really bad for one of the players, depending on if they were able to deal with it. But it seems like they were both able to. But I feel like I would say ColdFlame had the better end of that, only because of his economy here on the third base.
Oh!
Whoa!
Doesn't quite kill all those medevacs. But yeah, I think I'd agree. ColdFlame, he did lose his main Nexus, but during that he started a 4th up, and he's got the chrono boost to replenish his worker count pretty quickly. He has to be a little bit careful though. I don't think he can just afford to take fights a little bit willy-nilly like this. He has to be a bit more careful.
Yeah. Well, a big storm going on once again, and these stalkers don't have blink, so they're gonna get. Oh no, they can't get away. They're gonna.
But he does. Yeah, Alceister focuses down the Archon, so the stalkers do manage to walk out, and they're not actually being shot at. And I think ColdFlame loses the 4th base though here. He doesn't cancel it either.
And that's what Daybreak is like, yeah. If you take this base, like, you have to have an assertive position. You have to be dominant. Like, you can't take it.
Ooh, that was a sexy storm. Yeah, that base is the base you push from. You take that base, that becomes your like focal point, and then you rally your units to that point and onwards to main. It looks like actually there's a Widow Mine that's being produced from a factory in ColdFlame's main base, and is now going down to the natural.
Yep.
It's coming in.
Oh, Trick! The main, he never remade it. Unless it got killed again.
No, he didn't remake it.
Uh-oh. Well then, never mind. I think Alceister is going to be able to go ahead, get a lot of momentum. He's pushing. There's not a lot of units that are here, but there's not a lot of units here for ColdFlame either. But the economy is going for Alceister, and he's going to be pretty good if he's able to recollect all of his forces. Uh-oh. I'm a little bit nervous here for our Protoss hero.
This is
no pun intended, because there are 2 Protoss.
Really...
Yeah, this is scrappy as holy moly.
Little fights, little groups of units and drops going on all over the place. Speaking of which, the drop in the 3rd base just going to be cleaned up for ColdFlame. And Alceister's pummeling forwards, breaking through the natural and taking down all the infrastructure here. Yeah,
I think he's going to be alright. He's going to... Oh, but that's a big surround here from the Zealots.
Nice.
But the load up is real, gonna go ahead and reconvene with the rest of his units, and I think if he just gets all of his units together and then goes in, the Colossus is gonna be the hero here. We'll see exactly how he micros it because he needs that to survive. This is his lifeline. Right now, ColdFlame, if he loses this Colossus, he's gonna be in trouble, but it looks like he is going to force the forces of Alceister back.
That Colossus did a ton of work.
Yeah.
And, let's just really quickly. Oh no, there's another Widowmine. These Widowmines are all coming from
oh
the
my
factory
god!
Inside Alceister, inside ColdFlame's main base, right there. One of these things is not like the other. There's a lot of production in ColdFlame's main, and one of them is just this factory that's been pumping up Widowmines that have been walking through ColdFlame's army.
Yeah.
And
don't mind me here. Don't mind me, bro. I'm just gonna scoot on by real quick. Hope you don't, mind me blasting your shields off because Widowmines do quite a bit of damage to the Protoss shield.
Yeah, they do a ton of extra damage. I think it's a total of like 80 splash damage.
It's like 80,000 bajillion.
80,000 billion. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's their main target. And,
exactly.
I mean, the important thing is they one-shot High Templar and Sentries with splash and observers. So it's very, very easy to have your observer just accidentally be killed by Widowmines.
Get killed by the splash.
And then you can't see the Widowmines, and then you just have to go home and cry.
Yep.
And
make Ghost to try to EMP it, but I mean, you haven't even seen a Ghost Academy here.
Yeah.
But just yet, so.
Actually, something I've just noticed is that Alceister's upgrades are miles ahead of ColdFlame. ColdFlame's been sitting on 1-1 for quite a while. Yep. And another drop in the main. And Alceister actually has 2-1, and he's just started his 3-2, so he's way ahead. Actually going to kill the Forge as well and just clean up what he started in the main base. And doing this, ColdFlame is going to push forwards and try and punish Alceister for having some units not with his main army, but.
These are pretty strong units, man. They're gonna push back the Bioforce of Alceister, and like you said, right? The upgrades are pretty good here for our Terran player, and then he's gonna go ahead and make sure that it never ever gets on point because he killed the Forge. If ColdFlame does not remake that Forge and doesn't win the game right here, he's gonna be in a bit of trouble because he doesn't actually have the means to get on par with the 3-2 that is gonna be on the way here.
Yeah, we take so much extra damage.
Yep.
And oh my god, 2 Marauders still alive, killing off all sorts of things. Yeah, free factory, why not?
He's pulling like 3 boys. Not 3. Yeah, 4 boys. 5 boys. Oh my god. Whoa. I don't know. It was that kind of party, man. Oh my god. We don't even
5 boys is about the right amount to have a party, in my opinion. But looks like the party's going to get started. And a big Zealot flank actually comes from the side. Huge storm as well lands on a lot of the boys and a lot of the Marines. And a few more backing up High Templar are going to be stalking around the battlefield looking for storms while they go down. I don't think it even matters right now because the Colossi are just lasering everything down.
They're killing, they're annihilating everything right now.
Yeah.
This army is not really that good from ColdFlame, but he has the units that he needs. But the Marauders are going to come from the north side. Shelling away all of those Colossi. And I think, what the supply? It's so even. What the hell is going on?
Again, so crazy. It's these two players are so evenly matched in this game, just trading blow after blow. And
oh my god!
Looks like Alceister has enough army left over. He's got a significant army supply advantage. But I don't know whether he'll actually be able to push into this base with Zealot reinforcements coming in and another round of Warpins, evening up the army supply even more. But still, those Zealots are dying so quickly to the
free attack. Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what you said earlier, Trigon. Like the fact that the upgrades from ColdFlame are so lacking. 1-1. When do you ever see a Protoss player that is this behind in upgrades? It looks so pathetic when you see a Protoss army just melt to the bio because it never really happens that way. And this is what's gonna, it's right before your eyes, folks, because he's getting really low. Oh, he's overstimming, I think, though. There's not a lot of energy on those medevacs, but it doesn't matter, is the point.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. You can overstim as much as you want. Units can be 1 health if there's nothing that can attack them. And there's absolutely nothing left for ColdFlame. Small Zealot run by in the 4th of Alceister. But, I mean, ColdFlame doesn't have a 4th because Alceister just pummeled it down with his Marauders.
Yep. If he just continues to push here, yeah, he can get a really nice advantage. If you look at the army supplies, 73 to 24. Oh boy, that is kind of a big difference there. I mean, I know I wasn't the best at math, but I was pretty damn good at it, man. I'm not gonna.
Don't do that on stream.
I'm not gonna do it on stream. No, after that.
Just be careful, okay?
No, I don't venture into that territory.
Yeah, phew. Good and bad. Yeah, they don't even look like they're taking damage from marauders, and that's something that doesn't usually happen. But yeah, they're small by a force stepping forward. This isn't even Alceister's main army. It does get taken out, but I mean, most of the action is happening. Actually, it's coming up here. Bringing the party up, and oh my god, the Colossi die so fast, those marauders.
GG will be called. Wow.
Who's this map? He's going to be on match point. And here's, of course, our yellow Protoss player.
440 Gaming, ColdFlame.
And his opponent feeling pretty good about life right now. He is the Red Terran player. It is gonna be...
Risk Gaming, Alceister.
Here we go. Zelnaga Caverns.
Zelnaga Caverns, indeed. There's so much space for this Reaper to jump up.
Yep. A lot of real estate inside of that base.
And there's a fair amount of space for this factory to drift in as well.
Yeah, because we saw him do that in Overgrowth.
Yep. Oh, he actually gets a full surround on the Reaper. Oh, sick.
Wow.
He is going to lose a probe, but I don't know. Is that worth it? Is losing a probe to kill the Reaper? You deny a lot of scouting information.
I mean, not even close for our Terran, I meant to say. And we talked about it in the lobby. Alceister. That's how you say his name. Alceister. Yes. And apparently it means like something about war. He said his ancestors like shot crazy guns and stuff.
I guess so.
I don't know, but this guy's out for blood apparently, because he does want to win the ASL Challenger Finals.
Well, Alceister is apparently a Roman market town in Warwickshire in England. But
really?
Moving on from that, according to Google. Moving on from that, Alceister is the Alceister we have here in this game. Has once again floated his factory and trying to produce some widow mines, and ColdFlame. Oh my god, he's seen it!
He sees it with the pylon.
Yeah, he's seen it this time. He's put the pylon there, learned from his mistakes, but how is he going to react to it? He's going to need to... He moves the Stalker down there. He should be able to kill the Widowmine with that. And a couple of Stalkers poking up this ramp, or looking up the ramp from Military Court, decide there's not much they can do, and they're going to go home. So, yeah, ColdFlame should be able to kill this. Oh my god, he has to... Okay.
Risky business, but it pays off. Yeah. I was a little bit worried there, you know?
What? ColdFlame, what are you doing? Well, there's no Widowmines getting out of that.
Nope. But he could like lift it up if he wanted to. No, that Widowmine is not going anywhere fast.
It's gonna kill probe though. No, that Widowmine's not going out. I'm wondering. Oh no! The other Widowmine just unburrowed and got back into the probe line and got 9 kills, or got up to 9
way!
Kills.
Oh goodness gracious! And take this GG already. GG. Oh my god, ColdFlame. Whoa!
Whoa! ColdFlame is
way.
Not a happy bunny.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here on match point. Potentially, it is going to be this map, Catalina. I am Tempo, joined by Trigonal. It is this yellow Protoss player spawning in the northern portion of the map, representing Clan 4040, well, 440 rather. It is
440 Gaming, ColdFlame.
And he is playing against this Titan, currently on match point. If he wins this, he takes home the trophy. It is our red Terran player.
Risk Gaming, Alceister.
Here we go. Capelena. If you guys are in the chat tuning in, let me see them Kappas, the KPM rise, because the map is Capelena. So you gotta show your love. And as me and Trigono were talking about earlier, it is a pretty Terran favorite map, only in the sense that it's really nice for drops, and Reapers are really good on this map too. But it doesn't necessarily mean that ColdFlame is out of it at all. So
yeah. Speaking of really good Reapers, though, this Reaper's already got 1 kill, racking up to 2, and things are not getting off to a good start at all here at ColdFlame. The Molotov quite out now will be able to drive off with a Reaper, but not before it actually gets up to 4 kills.
And he gets away? No way.
And he gets out.
That's pretty big.
That is. Yeah,
no,
that is not a good start.
That's really big. Damn. Well, looks like Alceister is gonna go ahead and do a very aggressive follow-up. Although he's getting his expansion, he's adding on 3 more racks. So
and he's got a bunker.
No tech. Exactly.
He's bunker rushing the natural. The Reaper comes back in, gets a 5th probe.
Oh god.
Gonna finish off a 6th probe before it actually gets chased away by the Militia Corps. No, he can't get a 7th. He's gonna go for it, and he gets it as well.
If he gets away, oh no! Oh no!
I think this is the biggest Reaper I've ever seen. This Reaper
has the biggest D I've ever seen in my life. Holy moly! His jetpacks are like on some other thing.
They're like laser cannons. They got rid of the jetpacks and just as laser cannons instead. Instead of like 2 jets on his jetpack, he's got 2 more pistols. And
but the
next one comes in as well. Dear. Well, GG. We do have our champion.
Indeed. So, damn. In a 5-1 fashion, I believe.